Hello and welcome to Avasam Academy videos. My name's Matt Franklin, and in this video I want to talk to you about how you can create a simple or advanced pricing rule. Avasam can automatically update your prices in sync with the relevant suppliers. Prices may change for a variety of commercial reasons and can be increased or decreased depending on the supplier, the time of year, or the stock holding that they have. It's a little bit out of our control, so it's best to set an automated price rule to avoid you losing money by selling product or being at a competitive disadvantage in the market. So how do you use this function? Well, first of all, you can head over to settings, and here you'll see automate your prices. Now, if you've already set up a rule previously, you might have had a simple rule that you've already set up. Then I can show you now that you can either amend the rule or you can delete it. So I'm going to delete my rule because I think it will conflict with the new rule I'm going to set in place. And you can have various rules running at any one time, but they just can't overlap. So now I'm going to set up a new rule. I'm just going to call it new eBay price rule. And the source of that, because I'm integrated with eBay, is eBay. The subsource is OmniSource, because that's my business, but you may have various different stores under eBay or other integration points. And then we're going to use pounds. And then we've got a choice. We can either apply the price rule to all suppliers or to all categories, or we can toggle this and actually use the drop down to select one single supplier. So I can select one single product supplier and all categories. Now, currently, if you've never used this before, a simple rule just means that basically you can select a percentage to increase and add margin to your Avasam cost price, and or you can do it by fixed value. So for an example, you can say you want to make 20% on the Avasam price wherever you're selling the product and wherever you're integrated and however you list through Avasam. Or you could put a figure in there and say, well, I want to make at least a minimum of £2. So it's an either or there, or you can just be straightforward and you can put 20% margin and forget about the value piece. But you need to have something in both fields as you progress. The next section here is whether you want to include the shipping cost within the product listing price. So some of our suppliers offer free postage, but some of them offer a variable postage. So you need to figure out whether you're just going to set a postage price within the marketplace or within your website, or whether you want Avasam just to take the cost price that suppliers been offering as a postage and add it to your product cost. So you're only dealing with one price from a reseller point of view, and it's as simple as using the toggle there. The next rule here is assigning price decimals, and what that basically means is you can either use the calculations here just to create what could be a random price, because prices on the platform are not set by we don't have like zero figures, so there's not, we don't say £2, £3, £4, £5. It could be £3.42. So you can either work up from that as the calculation, or you can tell the system to create what I would call a charm price. So a charm price was always that 99 pence. But you can set anything here, so it could be 49 pence or 43 pence. Basically, if someone saw £19.99 on eBay for one seller and £19.49 from another seller, that could make the difference whether that customer, the end customer, purchases through you or someone else. It's completely up to you. I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. I'm just giving you the option of changing the end price there. So that would set for my account for supplier 126 over across all categories a 20% increase or a price adjustment by 20%. And I could leave the £2 in there as well. Now that's brilliant, and that for most people is good enough. But we know that some of you are wanting more, so we created a brand new advanced pricing rule. And what that means is, again, you can set it by individual supplier or individual category or all, and then you can set it by price point. And what that means is, if you set 0 here to £9.99, you can now adjust that by price bracket. So anything below £10, you might want to say, I want to make more margin on those kind of products. Because in pound note profit terms, if I was making 10% on a £1 product, it's not a lot of money. Then you might say, actually, my next bracket is going to be from £10 up to $49.99. And this is where you've got to be clever in terms of, again, don't overlap because it just won't work. But you're going to £9.99 there, and then from £10 to $49.99, you might say, actually, I'm pretty okay with making 35% margin on those products, but I do want to fix a minimum requirement of £10. Or you can just set these at 0 if you wish, and then just go with the percentages. And then as a last one, you say £50 up to £1,000 or £10,000, whatever the ceiling is. You can say, actually, I'm okay making 22%. And again, I'm not here to tell you what you should be setting here. All I can share with you is, from my understanding, the cheaper the product, the higher percentage margins you should look to make. Exceptions could be by category. So if you're talking about electronics or technology, then I would suggest that you need to set your expectations that you'll make less margin on those products, just because of the type of saturation out in the market, and especially if you're picking products that are out there and being sold by lots of different companies, compared to non-electrical products. And especially if you use our AI technology to create unique copy and content, then you could be saying, right, I've got a non-electrical item or category or supplier. I've used the AI to create my own unique SKU and description, optimized to my customer. There's very little chance that other people have selected that particular title for that product, so I've got less competition out there, and therefore I want to make more margin on the product. We're just giving you the tools to be able to work out what's best for you. I'm not here to tell you what you should do as a business. And then once you've gone through all of this, make sure that you've got something in all the boxes, and you set what you want to do with your price decimals and your shipping, and you press the please acknowledge the terms. You will see the success box come up. If you've got an error, it's because you've made a mistake through the way, but don't worry about errors. You can always use the live support or the email support, or even go into the help knowledge base and look up the videos and look at the knowledge base about step-by-step, and not just about automating prices, but the other functionalities that Avasam's got on the platform. So please do feel free to go and have a look at the Avasam social YouTube page, where all of our videos are showing the best suppliers that we've got. Avasam Academy videos that walk you through the process of maximizing this opportunity. So again, use the automated prices to protect yourself, always attempting to make profit from selling product, but use the advanced rule to be able to maximize that opportunity. I wish you all the very best of luck in using this new function, and I will speak to you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.